Hello, assalamu alaikum. In this video, I will be explaining all the four invariants of the 4-bar chain mechanism. I am holding the 4-bar chain mechanism. Here, this link is actually the frame or ground in the first invariant, and this link can be made as a large frame because this link is actually the ground, and this link, which is actually the crank or the smallest link according to the Grashoff's law, is shown by the letter S, and this is the largest link. Its length is 6.1 inches in this mechanism, and this is called the coupler. Remember that this link coupler in 4-bar chain is called the connecting rod in the slider crank chain or internal combustion engine mechanism. It is called the coupler link because it actually couples the crank and the rocker link, where crank is actually the input link and this is the output link. So the coupler link actually connects the input link and the output links, so that is why it is called the coupler link, means the connecting link of the input and the output link. And remember, the crank link is such a link which actually can complete full 360-degree rotation or revolution like this, as we can observe that the crank link is actually capable of making complete 360-degree rotation or revolution, and its one pivot or joint is actually grounded revolute, and this joint is actually the moving revolute. So if any link has one grounded revolute joint, that means that link is in some rotational motion. But if it is completing complete 360-degree, we call that link to be the crank link. And this link, which is actually the output link or the rocker link, this is actually in the oscillatory motion because it is not completing complete 360-degree. As we can observe, it is actually just oscillating a certain specific angle about this grounded revolute, and this is the moving revolute for this rocker link. Now I will be explaining all the four invariants. In the first invariant, this frame link is held temporarily stationary and the crank is revolved to completely move 360-degree and make full revolutions like this. So this is the first invariant. In the second invariant, we can hold this crank and we can call it temporarily the stationary link, and we can revolve other links like this. Actually, this is called the double crank mechanism because here the both the links, which are actually the frame and the coupler link, are making complete 360-degree revolution or rotation. So I am holding the smallest link in my hand, and these two links, which are actually now two cranks, this is one crank and this is the other crank, so this is called the double crank or drag link mechanism in which there are double cranks or there are two links which are capable of moving complete 360-degree revolution or rotation. And now I am holding this coupler link in my hand and making it temporarily stationary and moving this other link like this. And here we must know that if we make frame stationary or the coupler link stationary, we get two invariants which are not clearly distinct from each other. So these are called non-distinct invariant. So there are two non-distinct distinct invariants in which frame is stationary in the first invariant, and in the second non-distinct invariant the coupler link is actually the stationary or grounded. So both of these invariants are non-distinct, whereas in the invariant where this crank link or the smallest link is stationary, that is a distinct invariant. So the last fourth invariant, in the fourth invariant we can hold this rocker link stationary, and we can observe that the motion is like this actually here, and we can observe in which this is called a double rocker oscillation. And here the smallest link is in complex motion, and this coupler link and this frame link are making oscillatory or rocker like motions, means they are oscillating about these grounded revolute joint. Frame is revolving or about this grounded revolute joint, and the coupler link is oscillating around this grounded revolute joint. So the motion is like this, and the limits of stationary limits are obtained when the smallest link and this coupler link are actually in a straight line or collinear. So this is the one stationary limit, and the other stationary limit is obtained like this when this crank is collinear with this frame link. So these are all the four invariants of the 4-bar chain mechanism. I hope it will be guiding you and helping you, and thank you and assalamu alaikum. If you have any question you can ask. Assalamu alaikum.